Chairman Kojo Boateng Ajaman is the leading member and chairman MPP New Jabit. And I'll Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, even digitalization of an economy, its impact. Mami Jonope.
Minia, main chair of you, now mean Damas and Sunia Jumadia Moye. Especially more the fourth realm, when we say we do more contempa, to be boa basso.
That's it.
Why are dear? I demand enough from Sao. Said I him ratching and then be sorry I'm not paying now. We share bought my set alarm. Hey, screw your call you knew down. 6 o'clock we got me to East Legon. Now I said traffic all the way down here. And I just said, now more I'm sorry 4 a.m. I to recover prepare before 6 and I just say, but me na Ghana and cost you say one so musa enyi because I bring in an Jumedia ye any Ghana and cost you no. The fourth realm of government, especially Mwankasa teacher no say yes so muye ni edi ni hwe na ban 200 more, and that has been my advocacy for this while.
The media
say yes share and yes strengthen the media. Minia Omanhene ube hu say corruption aye kan ho asem ni investigation ni niema de bia no you probably will realize say somehow no mo twemu be bia 60% to bring such a canker no down. Inti na bring na was say ye transit na ye ko yanim no. Itimiti any share media ye pa. Very it's very important.
That's right.
Rather than say abia the way sometimes they struggle to get to a certain level, like will be majority of them may have some integrity. I mean every society there already some 1 or 2 bad apples be. But who say their integrity in the nation, you know, as well, no, will go forward.
Yes,
and who be here. You say, yeah, can you cry? Yeah, said that any you cry. No, I might be now say every executive and I say every institution be a take decision now. Because of the media, at least attention kakra go through their decision. Say, I we get to the media. Into yes, one way or the other. You build up the society, you penny.
Okay.
They told him, you know, commodity. I mean, you can cheer Omanhene and a pump for the MPs and the ministers and the Obia also might be. I know my tea and pay. Now, Uchia Oko Rabba me a dimboa. Ufri Kumasi, banana metis and I'm a butchery. It says your Omanhene, Abba Kumasi, no buy or kuchi 2 4, and all took a course of Krura. So na obviously made in the chino introduction. Shake a crossing and I mean you we madam fu said so makunya Kessben no your befo. Mini alan so on the say bring you the chire or kobo befo. Kind of say na the grey na ye be every more. Ain't na say you say the man for tie. Now you say catch a Ghana for say more or take a course or so at say akunya so rubber umiazunya no so be funti HL bibia.
Oh yeah. I like the style.
Na just say akunya na ho Ghana course untia. That yeah no na just say yeah nim die pa da ho. I bia so be for akunya any day. It's quite important say sabi ye be hu Ghana for say Omanhene Yaw no Ghanaians are our customers. You see, it's not just like ABA, presidency now make people yakudi na quiet to say there. Me who some company, the bodyguards I didn't change, no me dim recano wakofo a star until me compare kunyani biedi. No. How the company can benefit from the decisions are so every day in our life.
Okay.
Oh, just say, yeah, make traffic. As a chief executive, your first preoccupation is saying around or passing your equation. Do we have to struggle that way? How is the citizens, the customers will benefit? Say, okay, I did sequence it to me says as I can wear 3 tier, a double lane, ye teaches what she what to me when your peace can cry to go also and serve your nation. Oh, by me didn't baby out, but they will be free cast so I was said, maybe I saw sorry by 3 a.m.
Yes, sir.
What you say? Meanwhile, it is just about maybe 15, 16 minutes drive. All these 16 minutes drive, now ABSA taking about another 2 hours to get here. The productivity, ni panedibema company, no, is very low.
Yeah.
What you say? Because of course, a crabby pa or a crabby awada. These are all these things that I mean, they be and make us say, ye ma Omanhene ye candy for, and Sunday I should mu candy for. And no nebeboa ama sebi Ghana Omanhene ye children. You talk about digitization, and let me digress kakra, but to come back to the same conversation na ye pese ye di hunkomo. I've started advocating about this telcos, mobile money a krumha. Meaning, if you look at a certain amount of money moving around, and yet investment be a baby, it is our own resources.
Yeah.
And now make us say, if you take the population of about 20 million Ghanaians, and now almost a population about 30 million. Almost about 20 million a year mobile money. And then I never your tear crassy. Oh, you also fatumi momuso. What you say? The recycling of the money. You be saying, who say, a muahi and a buying enya. What you say? It is very important for the government to also know, say, may I buy my responsibility, not only the social responsibilities. What you say? My responsibility is to say how I can create Ghana as a corporate Ghana.
Listen to this. 17.2 million active mobile money accounts. 2020. 571.8 billion, which is 99.67 billion US dollars in mobile money transaction alone.
Na yetiane yesu
571.8 billion. And edidwa ewo mobile money, so which is 99.67 billion dollars.
Minya na yanga say
2020, 2021.
Yanga say budget here say. So my point is that Sikana ye can be okroma meboa. So it is about the government to set up a platform. Me won't be that. My first point of call obi obe cultural say in other world economy. Say a cultural so yes developed countries, you know, buying any at the end a private sector. The basis, the environment, I'll be creating. That is your core of business.
Okay.
Your environment, it be me. They recently I realized say, say insurance companies say go America no money in a federal there.
Yeah.
Everybody on it is an agent. What am I say? It is a kind of origin. A binary creating noble environment. What creative platform no? And what catch your mind? He say you can log into the platform. It will see kind of origin. Oh, Gigi, now buying a more percentage. No, so your percentage or the input to you. And then you be saying, we say, now I'm crying. You say, oh, your boy, a bush, I don't just scan away. These are the corporate practices. And look at say insurance companies, good those developed countries. They should seek amount that individuals contribute to that insurance company. Say individual there, and I say going to park Kenya, Kabades and Kobian to me in Nisika. What to say about individual bidding apart from say I can't be gate or no koye na die ye can ebia Amazon no Facebook money adie no. What to say about individual bidding say Omanhene to insurance company where any dia. Guy Konumana ye can when we say who the owner of the guy coda. And see that it is the platform. So me, initially, I called the government attention, say, yeah, that's wrong. The Bank of Ghana,
Kessben,
establishing the platform because an amount of telcos need to know. And your core business. It is purely banking.
And now they are into it. And it is affecting the banking.
Exactly.
The traditional banking. No,
Sika egu o musika so na chain banks egu kroma nyina.
And one thing, Chairman, one thing to swear, and I know me raise you ha, and I say, Chairman, me wahai, unianeme, unime pin number. Meboa.
Yeah.
Ebi awo ye ko ni mo pin number.
Not at all.
Omanhene, usika be 200 million go account so. Wakra se wo ko ba bia ba. Na nyame mfa bone ma nkwanhia si.
Wa ko na wa ma.
Na wa ma. Sa sika ne ko.
Exactly.
Because that amount 200 million. Se obi ewo inside telcos company no.
Na oduma.
Onya ente say woni wiase bio. O oba obehu pina obetima iskam.
Of course, because opin a corruptor, woman afro.
Woman afro. They know your pin.
They know your system. They know everything in your system.
Se fanese a day. Nipa be 20 as a 30. Momo account any omusika e wa account no so no. So omun ente asia. Se sika no na omun crofo so nima. Egu ho. Oka omo se o na say yen so ye bobosia. Am I be mususu a default or muntia?
What does
That's not the issue.
What does that got to do with the
citizen? Minister of Communication here, because I called PSA. Me why it will be a next of kin. My throw me bedding. Then so my family PIN number man. How is my son or my wife or a family member or relative going to know? Say, me you know, I had about 300 million or even 5,000. I want my account to so. I will make my koye. It's a big issue.
You see, that is the point. Exactly the point. Say, to add it up to yours, Gran. Assume you say, "Ene, yeah, to our MTN." I'm talking about, but no, they shouldn't be offended.
One telco.
One telco. I decided. And I said, "Oh, sorry, I no pay. Say, I collapse." Sika and force us. Sika na was our telco for no hono. So one telco. Why one abakojina?
So you say the government should come in and regulate.
They have to, because a purely banking, and the regulator is Bank of Ghana. And I mean, what I'm calling for is the Bank of Ghana must set up the platform, a mother platform for all the telcos to come on it. No more agents. So as kakra omobejino, or minus ubenyabi, utiase, because it's the same citizens, sikano and rotati, and a mom that buffer. And next, we invested 20 Ghana cedis. Any of the telcos to get to the last person, 18 Ghana cedis. You two one here, you two because 0.90 cent. Into the no sending no transmitter no atiwo. The kwako receive no so transmitter no atiwo ho. And to think about any ordinary person, or take cross or my not way. And now you be fraud from any crash. Oh, Minia, and then I'm watching sending me 20 Ghana cedis. Be on beside. But every day we talking about taxation. Indirect way, you get an ordinary person from 20 Ghana cedis to contribute to taxation. Now, taxation abaya private company there. Near to your and ne ye JSS, a free education now. Omanhene di buy the brilliant concept. Kessben. I won't sit here as a party in power and lie. We are suffering about financial difficulties to financing such program. We think about sakwala. We want to sakwala about tifie. Now man aduane adi. Now she na tade. No bi kire na de na utuaneka. Saade we nyina na nado adaro ma yafa. Ye contribute to the foreign earners, the foreign companies. Now, almost says Sikan at the end of the day, no one says can you go back. Now, only the way Sikan cross and go back near dollarization. Dollar na there be a year sooner as around this abuso can for. Abuso can for they contribute quarter of it. It is all about these people because Sikan go on at the end, you know, or black market crime fan who bet me out. It's dollar beer bind the back room beer. Would the oil research? One miss a question be. Time of COVID by a year lockdown. At least minimum is about 6 months. No importation, nothing, no container. Maybe I said dollar about $4 million. No, dollar was the 17. I didn't yet trust investigate. Say, so what are the businesses that was going on?
Obian's says he can't call then a dollar no still.
Still, I know what's wrong. I buy so the dollar be good kroma. At that time, the telcos was the company they have their premium pick.
Yeah, because
for revenue.
Data.
Or fraud data there. But there you say individuals, Ghanaians, and they contribute to that wealth.
Without getting
anything back to the society. So
okay.
It's digitization now, economy now. I'm calling my people, my government to put their foot on the ground. Say, oh, nyano saakeke. Because obia certain environment, the benefit is yours. Now sabi wakoye wakose uye bibia ma individuals anase omine nyamfaso na onipa na onufra bontemba na ono begina sa futuo no so a na ono ayeye na wo a wo setting no environment no na unya hwe etinu me my calling is very simple. Bank of Ghana mobile money enye onka omo principle of work ho omo adwuma eni so mbehwe se networks no ni ade no ebeyeye say a banking work and omoye. Bank of Ghana must draw their attention. Say, okay, listen, that is not my calling. But Bank of Ghana must set up the platform. Now all those telcos, must come on the platform. The business activities on the platform are by Benyahubi because the noble environment is yours. Now, Sebi, and now I can say, I printed this one on one of the online Minister of Communication. Telcos record 1.27 billion mobile money transaction in 3 months.
That's 2021.
Thank you. 3 months, 1.27 billion. Yankobisa said your collection of the revenue. Work Ghana, GRA. Yankobisa said I no record in the first 3 months. Yet 2 years near see government workers so. And now we do tax in Nkwa but the end realize your crown is and I'm transfer na me say your crown ye na say twa ye ho esisi ye ho. Assume say covered by Yakobo Bisia. Government workers be bretifie. There's no productivity me boa. Ye ntwa obi a salary mo. Enti aban wo busa na akobo ya audit o mo kan. And also twa o mo asan te o mo tax wo ho. What are we gaining?
Kessben.
Omanhene, what are we gaining? But meanwhile, no, the transaction now, Udia man nipa na, or no what you aneka, or be to ade auto or be akoto memo, or you be transfer, or be titino, or honest a buy to me a certain resources to finance because set taxes yes here one year general meboa. Now then ye not just any one company, and not just somebody at the end of the day. Dear Yakran, so we can't even trace their transaction also. You know why? Because numbers no mu generating no. Enye NCA, enye national communication e generating numbers no more. O man e generating numbers.
That's right.
It was generating number now. No be their mobile money. But a buying one platform. O di anya hwe create a platform. Obi obey mobile money no be basa platform so beboa. You can able to trace the numbers activities that is going on in this country. Enti momwa ni enye Ghana yentia. Yenya ne contribute to sika no e say ti ba bia say me na me da me tua tax e na me say obi wakra na onya adwuma da nso kan so do tua tax in say lord kwan ye. So indirect way we have to find because no to onya adwuma no the activities no will help.
Okay.
Let's work on it and it's quite important.
It makes a lot of
we
sense.
We will advocate from that point of view. Say that our mind is benya hu bi. May that is all I'm calling for.
Okay, abo no ngochia palmite dianan 9. You can send your text to us 0550 596 929. 0550 596 929 said I am Bill from Tadi. That is why I don't keep my money in the so-called Momo because they are cheating us. Okay, that's what he's saying. Please wish Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Patrick Boakye, Adam MP for Boise, a happy birthday for me. Inshra Ba Anel Kashaman. I don't understand why the NDC supporters are defending the lawless MP in Medina. Are they not the same people shouting for this country to be fixed? So what has changed now? The IGP and his team are really focused and ready to fix the country. Okay, that's just one thing here. Oh man, I am there. Today, Rollins family is celebrating 1 year. I have something about him. Ghana must know. I see. Okay, Abdul Basit Zugopania says, I still don't believe nominee pay money before they get approval because in the video, the nominee claimed he paid money, but they still rejected him. The road accident is becoming too much. Let's reduce our speed on the speed, or the speed will kill us. May Allah bless the best president, His Excellency Nanado, Honorable Fremont Pari, Chief Alaji Mumu, Ni Kennedy can come, MC Asukori Mampong, JFK, John Frimpong Kodia, Honorable Boniface Abubakar, Justin Frimpong Kodia, and the rest. Okay. Yahuza says, many who were those who were hailing Akufu Dampare for bringing sanity in the system by putting behind bars those who went contrary to law. Today is the same IGP that had made steps to invite an MP who led a demonstration without notifying the police for interrogation, and the whole NDC machinery is crying foul. You were the same people who were chanting his name when he put some people into prison. This is what he has to do. Ghana, we have a long way to go as a country. Hope in Pope. Okay, that's it. Yeah, told you, Medina, so every animal. Share DC is jabbing. The other told you as this year, MC nominees among musica. Almost so among musica, ya chedie. When is this thing going to stop? Chama.
Minia, at least, there be a mechanic say, your Ghana constitution now, you established in 92 now. It is long overdue, say, I was say, you try and you shouldn't be. What you say? Most of the constitution name are a troy, you know. That time over kind of dictatorship and an era constitutional era. Inti niamani be brio hono moa. They did it to favor the government then, just to persuade him say obeba constitutional rule. What you say? Inti no, it say laws mean yina koye the president. Inti no ama I say and I to hoy. So okan wadwin and now can be to against the president position. I'm using the position because now to a president nominate you. Na oko na ye catch say ebia zabi Omanhene ho fedodo. Ejidi se oba betina ye jawa ye hwe mai we wukuru mu agina obanyi mo masitire. Intino here the yampewa. The assumption is that you are going contrary against the president.
That's right.
And untina president adwin pamuno. Or tenasi yes say yentu sanamo. The brilliant. You see, one thing I realize about how Nanado wants to develop this country. If you take free education, if you take one step, say let's go and visit the constitutional changes. Na yema districts, you know, any of mine ankasa entu anamombia. Woman kasa betimi obia omujidi se omumpesu aso betimi edi womanim. You see, it is one power enka sabi enye political expediency and opposition knows about it. And it's one power you are taking away from the president.
And it's a heavy power.
Very heavy power. Talking about almost 275 people, appointing them, giving them budget to run, where their citizens who they decided. One time, Mayor can tell the president, Mr. President, don't come to this district because ABR, we don't have a security for you. Agree with this ABCD. Into yen to me. Obe who say, oh my no, best do baby hayati yes ye di enkui. Constitution na ye kofa free obroni kroma ye say ye dey ban. Yen twa ye ni hwe, ni ye practice ni ye. I remember many of the your friends say district I never say in developed countries, you can Philadelphia mayor. He can issue ultimatum say, "Adewe yem prema ebia state enye waha."
Yeah.
Yem preda nebia state at the court, nebia federal abem. It gives them some authoritarian development,
some
authority for them to develop. What you say? And that time, the inclusive government ani yahwehwe wo man mu ha no. It could have happened right away because there is no way NDC stronghold in Hohoi I mean, let's be frank. If you take one district, one constituency, MPC and the say KBK 137, 136 MP DCs and everybody can speak their mind. Who can watch him because President Dume did the next day.
Yeah.
unless the next election for 4 years, and you have the same mandate as the president have in your district. And then, yes, I say a president appointee. Wako appointee we na fe, and then assemblyman see and confirm one. They also have their own opinion. But the question is that the assemblyman opinion, the entire society no opinion. Power na mudi amount. So they are exercising it anyhow. Either indirect way, they will go and ask for some favorites and then they grease our palm before we do whatever the president have asked us to do. Oh, maybe antisa a lunch be na me mamu. What you say? These are the things that we want to take it out of the system. Indirect way, maybe Omanhene mini hobby. But in terms of discussions, if you situated the whole thing by saying so, either a gift a bribery, it all boils to the bribery situation.
Yeah.
Because my point is that you are trying to conscientize the person to move from his own decision or force or person or take it. Intinu either says Sikano or G no desire say meto tiao. One farmer media kebi aka meto amount. It could be that, right? It could be also say Sikano meto amount.
Na de na wo ne okwaji obi Sikano asa to atia no.
Say the point is that the maybe say is that how supposed to be the practice now?
Any say sir. But
now
it is becoming a norm
everywhere.
Abeya dia DC bia ni wa ene obetimi agina Ghana fo eni maka kire ne say abana ye to man no wantweska. Very well. I dare one DC obi obetimi aka say amaniska ye de ne traditional injunction anto asisia ontumi nka. Yeah, the Bible man
I love that.
Traditional injunction. Yeah, the Bible man obetimi agina nyame eni adwantro. But ye ka say de ne ko gina anto asisia say wonni nsi wanto anim say wantwesika, not one. I'm saying again. So what are we doing to ourselves?
That's the point. But I bring in as a leaders, we must look at those challenges and take it out of the system. What do I say? Me, I dare ba kwa me da me bo Nyankopon paye. Ewo ya brabo mu ni say we must able to identify our challenges. Rather than just to sit in our comfort zone. So if you don't identify it, there's no way that you can change the lives and the hope of the people. That is the core. Don't sit in your comfort zone. You need to move on. That's how you develop a nation. That's how you develop your people. That's how you move them to the different horizon. And this by this time, and can social media ni niema nyina. Ke you know baby I do yo. But every day, and right now me can be a me ho. Me see meeting our president no more call Glasgow no sa your friends a green environmental idea no pollution. This is the time the nation must put their mind on. Because Bronina wetu na niye sisono. He's not going to stop. Now one hwe ya wo obetu eni sisono na wakechiri. Oti ase. And I say to you Tesla started here, menkai, but not too long ago. Now OPEC for nyina, and I can say it emphatically on your studio here. Say OPEC was bribing everywhere, trying to bring them down because fuel engumu. Just to do everything to frustrate them. And that Tesla is number 2 in the world billionaire. We worth over $217 billion. Tesla. And now also develop solar battery. What do you say? My question is that between Bisam who say the northern region. Mini Omanhene, what do you mean? It's just a vast land that can't we just think? So what can we do to that particular land net to honomo? And then you can solar energy, solar panels.
We are
na power honomo. You can so bank pesika. You can get private sector be obey partnership. Yes, me yama buying the platform is for government. Give me 30 years to run. We are access and it belongs to the nation. Oh, the idea. We can develop moving factories over there because ebedu baby solar plant power be generating higher who bio with this kind of fuel no money. I mean, I'm not here to destroy anybody's business, but aka energy I'm trying to tell the world, say, Maza, sir, petroleum it is going to sink. Give yourself next 10 years. The investment the government wants to do in Aka energy, they must go for solar energy. Now, for where the president is sitting today, advocating for green energy, one thing, a bar, it was said this time, you titi a free education about education in the above we show money be. Say you invent here a bar, we must able to think around. And the ever say be a technology no, Yankopon wan said am fan chayen kese. But a bar ne kese pa abofun kroman Africa no munya ho sika. I'm telling you, all this power, a private power PPA, I car power no money. Do you know how much they are taking from this country? Do you know how much? And how much they sell those plants to us? Maybe we free, but but when it gets to us, it is time. We need to move now.
Okay.
Nina form the part of digitization economy. And Komona Yedin, we see, Mr. Dan man said dan start to beside the question of digitization not yet because who can cry a man for Antiasi. But Maka mobile money platform.
That's right.
Ya can't green energy.
That's right.
You see what we are bringing up this morning. It is a billions for the nation. I say yina ya di ya dream ekon. No money to 200 among. Na sabi baby I call busia every day. No mun cheska o. Omun cheska. It's the same cycle of currency no. Ejuma eye. Amanfo so ye. Na oman no nya kakra na omo so nya bia ma ne tumi bro so na omo ka se Ghana ye ho chile ya omo so mo nje kakra no.
Okay.
The same thing.
Mami ndane mi homra.